Welcome students. In previous video, you have studied about architecture and monuments of Delhi Sultanate. In this video, we will study about the language, music, painting and society under Delhi Sultanate. Language. Sanskrit remained the language of higher learning. Various Sanskrit books were translated into regional language. Ramanuj and Jayadev were prominent Sanskrit scholars of this period. Persian became the court language and plenty of literary works were produced in this language. Patronage was given to Persian scholars. Amir Khusro was the most famous Indian scholar who wrote in Persian. Urdu, Zabane-Urdu or the language of the army camp was one of the most outstanding effects of the contact between the Hindi-speaking Indians and foreigners who spoke Persian. Children, do you know Urdu was also known as language of the camp because it was developed in the camps of soldiers. Urdu soon became very popular and was spoken by many people. Mirza Ghalib is considered as the greatest poet of Urdu language. Urdu was a mixture of Persian and Hindi. The words were taken from the Persian, but the grammar was the same as that of Hindi. The Bhakti saints also composed their verses in the language best understood by the people whom they taught. Many regional languages like Bengali, Marathi, Punjabi, Assamese also became popular. Kabir used Awadhi and Braj in his couplets or dohas, music and dance. Amir Khusro was a major contributor in the field of Indian music during Sultanate period. He is credited with having introduced the Qawwali mode of singing for the first time. He is regarded as the father of Qawwali. The Hindustani musical form emerged as a result of the fusion of the Islamic and Indian classical music. The period also saw the introduction of new musical instruments such as tabla, sitar, and sarangi. Some historians claim that the sitar was invented by Amir Khusro. The classical dance form Kathak is also believed to have developed its present form during this era. Apart from classical music and dance, various forms of devotional music like Qawwali and Bhajan also flourished during this period. Paintings. The sultans were not interested in the art of painting. The Rajput style of miniature paintings continued during the Sultanate period. This style was inspired by the Persian paintings. The later sultans, particularly the Lodi rulers, patronized miniature painters and commissioned them to illustrate books. Society. During the Sultanate period, the basic social structure remained the same, with emphasis on caste system and self-sufficient village economy. The conditions of women during the Sultanate period were on decline. Sati, child marriage, and the Parda system became prevalent in the Indian system. The society came to be dominated by four major groups: aristocrat, priests, city dwellers, and peasants. Aristocracy. Prominent people such as the Sultan, nobles, officials, and Hindu Rajas lived in cities. They enjoyed wealth and power and lived a luxurious life. They were the most powerful social class and enjoyed many privileges. Priests, another powerful group in the society, included the ulemas, qazis, maulavis, and pandits. They were the advisors to the ruling class, city dwellers. These included the merchants, artisans, craftsmen, and slaves who lived in cities and towns. Craftsmen generally followed hereditary professions. Peasants. The peasants and farmers were the main inhabitants of the villages. They worked hard and paid taxes to the rulers. Children, in this video, we learned about the official language of Delhi Sultanate and how Urdu evolved as a language. We also learned about the new form of music developed during this period and the impact of Muslim rule on Indian society. Take care and stay safe. Thank you.